Hello, what is up guys? You're welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm well. I'm a second year medical student of the University of Ibadan. Actually, in a month's time, I'll be in my third year. So this little boy that is sitting in front of you has some experience. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some advice for you as freshers, especially things we wish we knew when we were just like you. And more importantly, what more mistakes freshers make that you should totally avoid. There's this particular quote that says, "It takes a wise man to learn from his own mistakes, but an even wiser man to learn from the mistakes of others." So the first key takeaway I want you to take from this video is that you should rest on the shoulders of giants. You have seniors and you have responsible ones. You should take advantage of relationship with them. They know more about your lecturer, they know more about how your university works, and in fact they are in the best position to advise you on things concerning your own school. But before I go deep into this video, I want to congratulate you on your admission. It is not easy getting an admission, and you've done well. You've worked really hard to earn a spot. I think you deserve to celebrate yourself. Now let's go into the video. The first advice which I really want you to think about is seek competence. You might be wondering how this has to do with advice to freshers, but I want to help you see the big picture. To further explain this first advice to seek competence, I'm going to be painting a scenario. Imagine your dad has a media company, your dad has a TV station, and he hired you to help him employ one person to anchor a show. So people came. So one of the applicants that came for the job was a secondary school degree holder, and the other is a graduate from university. And at the end of the interview, you realize that the secondary school degree holder did better in all areas than the graduate from university. What are you going to choose between the two of them? I will choose the secondary school degree holder who is more competent. And that is exactly what is happening in the real world today. What people pay for, what people give you money for, what people can buy is value. People do not buy your degree. If one has a degree without any value that you can offer, it seems as though the person is not even having any degree. And look at the corporate world today, especially the big companies. They do not make university certificate as a criteria to be employed. What is the criteria usually now is your competence and your ability to deliver value. And I want you to see this big picture. Do not see university as just where you go and you pass every semester's exam and you go to the next semester, and after finishing university then you now sit down to figure out what you want to do with your life. Let it start now. Let it start today. I'm going to give you another example that really made me think. There is this my cousin, we lived together, and he studied mathematics in school, but lately we were in a conversation. So he told me that he's earning a living from what he learned while he was a student. He learned web designing, software engineering, and all those things. He learned it by himself, like it was self-taught. And he said that is where he's making his living now. Though the mathematics he studied in school helps him in the thinking process. And if he's going to apply to a job or anything, because he has a degree in mathematics already, plus his skill that he has acquired, he's just at higher advantage than someone who went to school to study without having the practical skill, or someone who has the practical skill without having the degree. I don't want you to just see university as a place to go and pass exam. Eventually you get the degree, then you now start figuring out what you want to do with your life. I believe I've communicated. I don't know if I have, but I want you to think about that. Now let's go to more relatable advice. The second advice is to get the best CGPA you can get. It's not that easy, to be honest with you. There will be some time you just get tired of everything, but I'm telling you that it is worth it. Getting a good grade point and finishing with a good grade point, it gives you an edge. It gives you opportunities. Like if you are competent and you also have your good CGPA, you'll be seen and respected. If you look at people that get international scholarship worth of millions of naira, they are usually good students and they are usually competent in other fields. The third one is start early. I asked a couple of people, and one of the things they wish they did was to start studying early, to start building their GP early, to start doing things they are doing now early enough. When you just get to university, there's so much distraction that for the first few months you might just be like there and chilling, and you are no longer under the watch of your parents. You're free to do anything. You don't have to go to class. Nobody cares. Lecturer can't force you to come to class, obviously. You can choose not to come to class. You can sleep and wake up by 12 p.m. in the afternoon. You know, I don't know, as African child, I'm a Yoruba boy. You know, even if you've done all the chores you have to do and you are sleeping by say 11 a.m. in the morning, you know, your mom will come and wake you up that, which kind of laziness is this? But in university, you are the liberty to do all of those things. And this freedom always incites students so much that they will forget the purpose while they're in school. And before they knew it, exam comes and they fumble. It is until they fail for the first time, they now start working hard. And why don't you just avoid failing? Why don't you just start early? Avoid the failure and just stay consistent. Number 4 is to avoid distraction. I'm not going to talk much on this, but let me tell you, there are a lot of distraction. There's a lot of distraction. I can't just keep mentioning. You are going to experience them yourself. 4 is to have a balanced life. Have fun as students. Participate in other extracurricular activities. Volunteer for humanitarian services. You should make friends. You should make good connections. All these things, they help build your CV. For extroverts, it might be very easy to do other activities. But for introverts like us, it is very hard to engage in any other activities. But I know how important it is to engage in other activities outside academics, and I want you to know that. But please, do not let the extracurricular activities distract you. You might take up on too many activities that you will start doing poorly in all of them. Please, at that point, don't be ashamed to drop things. Don't be ashamed to drop responsibilities you've taken, because you can no longer cope with those responsibilities. And the last advice I'm going to be giving you. Sorry, my dad also wants to speak to you. Emma, go. So as you are going to school, don't forget the kind of don't forget the kind of home you came from. Make sure you are a good child. You always go to your place of worship. Make sure you are decent and you are diligent. Don't keep bad friends though. Don't do yahoo. Take care. So come and off it.
Tell them to subscribe.
Oh, all right. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed. I don't know all these things that you people are doing. Are you not supposed to be reading? You are doing all this TV. Alright, shall subscribe, because I don't know why. You shall subscribe. Thank you. Alright, bye bye.